Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Gebo the Shaman, and today we are talking about what happens when we have the sun placed in the 7th house in your birth chart. So, before we begin, I'd just like to let you guys know that I am a Vedic astrologer. I do Vedic astrology readings, and not Western, and there's a good reason for that. So yeah, I have a video explaining the difference between Vedic and Western, if you're interested in that. And yeah, so you can see all my products, courses, services, everything and anything that I have to offer right here at gebodeshaman.com. All my stuff is on sale, and it's shortly going off of sale. So yeah, so grab those deals while you can. Alright, so Sun in the 7th house. So we have Sun in the 7th house. So in order to understand that placement better, we need to understand what the Sun means. Then we'll talk about what the 7th house means, put them together, and create our own analysis out of that. So what is the Sun? The Sun is the ego. The Sun is the soul. The soul's creative expression, towards the world. And yeah, it's the Sun's, it's our creative expression. It's our the light that we let people see. So it's kind of like, it's one aspect of how people see us. Although in the Vedic astrology we have this concept called the Aruda Lagna, and that is the house of reflection. That's how people actually see us. But in Western astrology, this is kind of like how people will see your personality. So it's worth noting that how we feel about ourselves is different than how others see us. So this is how others see us. And our ascendant would be how we feel about ourselves. So there's an important distinction to be made there. So, yeah. So that's kind of the Sun. Sun rules authority. Sun rules government, royalty, authority. It's government. It's things like that. It's So it's all those things, and then we have the 7th house, which is traditionally ruled by Libra. Libra is the 7th sign corresponding to the 7th house. And then Libra is also ruled by Venus, so your 7th house is ruled by Venus, so we have the Venus correspondence here too. And so Venus and Libra correspondence. So, the 7th house is traditionally the house of our relationships. It's the house of our mutually beneficial relationships, our common goals, our, things like that, common interests. So it's business partners, it's marriage partners, it's things like that. So whatever sign you have here will dictate the kind of relationship that you'll have with your partner, your spouse, the overall theme. But what Sun does is, so 7th house is relationships and things like that, and partnerships, legal contracts, legal agreements. So what the Sun does is he tends to scorch or burn the placement wherever he is sitting. So, Sun in the 7th house, that means that you could have a very difficult marriage, difficult relationships. And so it means that, there's some work to be done there. So, so sun basically scorches the house that he's sitting. He does best in the first house, but in the 7th house, he wants relationships. So you'll want relationships, you'll like relationships, but it's that, almost feeling of being burnt, like, it provides passion, but then it's like also, you can find yourself getting burnt, but so that leaves kind of a bad taste in your mouth from relationships. So if you have sun in the 7th house, you might want to get into relationships, but through traumatic relationships or abusive relationships, you might find it difficult. That area of your life is very just there. It's like it's kind of unsatisfying for you for some reason. So I mean, there's that. But yeah, so I mean, so this is another way that your ego relates, your ego gets boosted, is through relationships. So when you have relationships, you feel good, you feel like you're worthy, you feel like, you feel worthwhile, you feel like you have a place in the world, and it's loving, it's comforting, it's nurturing, it's all those things. And so your ego gets a boost from that. Your ego gets a boost from the relationship, and so but when you the caution there, that when you don't have relationships, you can kind of get down on yourself. So what the sun is trying to teach you here is that, you're loved. No matter if you're single, if you're married, just learn how to love yourself. So if you can transcend the challenges that sun brings you, through meditation, through spiritual practices, then you can transcend those things. You can do anything. But it is a challenge, so I mean, there's that. So this means that your partner with sun in the 7th house means that your partner might be egotistical. Your partner might work in government somehow. Your relationship will either be, it'll either be from the soul, like a soul connection, or on the other hand, if it's not the soul connection, you guys will burn each other out. So there's that. So it's a very difficult position with sun here in the 7th house. But I mean, sun gives you challenges, but if you can overcome those challenges, like, you know, again, like, I can't recommend, spiritual practices enough, like the Cosmic Qigong and the Self-Transformation Challenge. Both of those courses are really good spiritual practices that will change your life if you work them every day. So there's that. Alright, so let me see how I am on time. I'm good. So thank you guys for checking me out, watching the video and everything. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. And you can check out all of my products, courses, services, everything that I have to offer at gebotheshaman.com. Alright, so check that out. I also have my services listed here. This is not all of them, but I mean, it's a good amount. So we have the Vedic Astrology certification course, so you can, you can start doing that. And like, basically what happens is when people take that course and they pass the certification test, I give them their own website and their own ability to get clients. So it's pretty good. It's a pretty good option there, because websites, if you're building them on your own, they can be pretty expensive, but through this option, it's pretty, it's a free website. So anyway, then we have the Vedic Astrology readings. So basically I do like my standard reading, and then I do a reading where I focus on your career, and another one where I focus on your relationships. So there's that. So Vedic Astrology readings. I also do birth time rectification. So, if you are one of those people who is new to astrology, or maybe you don't have your exact birth time down to the minute, then having a birth time rectification done is really, really good, because it gives you, surety about your birth time, and that's something that you can use for your whole life. And then we have the career coaching and life coaching. So if you're struggling in your purpose in life, then you can check out the career coaching and life coaching that I have going on there. And then the Qigong courses, so Cosmic Qigong and Self-Transformation Challenge. Both of those are very healing and very powerful courses, so you can check those out. And then we have the distance energy healing, so I use Reiki as well as Qigong and Shamanic practices to send you some energy, and it's very healing, very empowering, and that's like a 1-hour session, so it's really good. And it also includes your own guided meditation that I send you to do along with me. So alright guys, so that's about it for today, and we will talk to you next time. Peace.